All right, here we are. I came here to record this to tell you one thing. The one thing is that you and I, there's really not a lot of difference. I mean, yeah, sure, like personality-wise, we're probably different. I have a very unique personality, so that's the one small difference. But aside from that, I mean, we're all people, right? So there's really, what's the difference between you and I? Why am I doing this and you're not? Maybe, all right, maybe 50% of the people want to do it, 50% don't. So knock off that 50. And then there's half of you who are like me in the sense that you have thought about doing something like this, recording yourself, posting it online, building a path or a foundation to build upon to eventually become an influencer, great influence, many followers, subscribers, monetizing that and having that be your main source of income. All right, I was trying to get to a quick point when I started this video, but I'm just riffing. This is all very raw, so it may or may not come across as incoherent even. I mean, it's like I'm having a conversation and it's in my head, and then I'm having another conversation and that's here with you or this recording, and so there's a flow, there's two flows actually, and sometimes my conscious or my focus is drifting from one stream to the other. Maybe they're like two rivers that are intertwining or something. So it's apologies for the incoherentness if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, because it's all in the moment. I don't have somebody here present with me to hold me down and keep me anchored or grounded in one stream. But the point I want to make is not to ramble. The point is that you could be doing this. There's no reason that you can't be doing this. If this is what you want to do, then do it. I'm a content creator, and for me, my story begins with the first time I ever heard of the concept of a content creator. And I stuck my nose up to it and was like, didn't appreciate or didn't see the value. I saw it more as an industry baby or a sellout for somebody who is, I don't know, going down a path that I see as very similar to a Hollywood path, and don't respect that. Well, yeah, I don't respect the Hollywood path, but that's not to say that I don't respect the arts. The arts I respect greatly, and that's why I differentiate the Hollywood path from a virtuous path of true expression in the arts. Again, rambling. But I hope that you're getting the core concept along with all my tidbits. The core concept being that I want to be of influence. And what I want my influence to be is to influence people to be themselves, people to find that who they are is a niche, but it's not such a fine niche where you have nobody that could be of the same group or followers. Your vibe attracts your tribe, and that implies that there is a tribe. There is a community out there for you, no matter who you are. Even if I would say, even especially if you feel as an individual that you are isolated, and if you feel alone in this world, there's a great number of people who feel alone in this world, and so that's great irony, right? Because all the alone people, all the lonely people could be together. And I think that it's part of it is because we understand what's out there through social media or like online networking. We can see the whole spectrum of the world, so we can understand that there are niches. But then when we compare that to the small scope of the world that's truly physically around us, it's we're in a tiny bubble. So if we find ourselves in a unique niche of personality that exists out there in the world, and there's content that you can appreciate, well, I just, the bridge is right there. Be a part of that content. Take it a step further than liking and subscribing or even commenting on content that already exists. The next step is to just be creating your own content, whatever that means for you. You could do a recording in a video like this, like me. You could also just create memes. It's fairly easy. There's a lot of applications, especially nowadays with AI. It doesn't take a lot of effort to prompt it to create something that's original and unique in your creation. So I hope that my ramblings have inspired you, because if I can do it as an incoherent rambler, then you can do it too, and I'm sure you can do it better. I'm sure I can do it better, and that's kind of my whole philosophy with starting this, is to start it, right? Like, you just do it. Not to not to go into a whole corporation spiel and how it's synonymous with the Hollywood concept. I think that if you could go into your own business and rebrand your own way of just doing the things that you do, I guess that's more the message. I want to inspire you or influence you to get out there and do it, to start it, because you're not ready. You're not ready yet until you do it, and then you start it, and then you, from that point on, are ready to start it. You know what I mean? It's that you can certainly like sit on it or meditate on it, plan it out, organize, structure your thoughts. Definitely all of that preemptive thought and consciousness, putting that into it is definitely good, and do that as well. But you can do that all you want, but until you actually make a move and start, you're never truly going to start, and it's never going to be perfect. And that's part of it, because you have to actually start it and go through these things and all that preparation, manifest it and create it into existence where it's happening. And then from there, you can, through that experience, understand more and build upon it more, and then you can complete. Then is the only way to actually complete a creation. And as I talk and I think about who am I, what is this Jin's Treasure YouTube channel, that's all the information that I've really provided about who I am, what I am. Beyond that, know this, that there's three aspects that I focus on as far as my channel, YouTube, Jin's Treasure. And that is wire wrapping, first and foremost, because the wire wrap is me. That is my own unique expression. And then there is the mental health aspect, as well as the content creator aspect, where the content creator is just the journey. And I suppose that's kind of what this recording is becoming, that now that I'm thinking about it, and as it's developed, as I've started and begun and understand it now, this is definitely falls into that category. I mentioned the isolated feeling lonely, and I think that's That's a core part of mental health, is being able to understand and trust your feelings as a way to deal with them and as a way to promote good mental health, well-being, consciousness. And my mind is just going off into so many different streams of consciousness right now. So many things I could say on this topic. Mental health and the content creator. This is another thing too. This is unique in that this is part of the content creator journey as well, that I've been neglecting the mental health. There are two channels of Jin's Treasure that have been kind of starving, in a sense. I've put so much effort. I've even capitalized and expanded on Jin's Treasure as the wire wrapper, and focused so much on the storefront that I've just been neglecting. And it's not to say that it hasn't been on my mind. It's been on my mind, but see, I have a therapist, and the therapist never intended to teach me this, but it's an observation that I learned from him. And the way that he speaks, he catches himself when he says but, and he corrects it to an and. Because I see that there's great power in that simple switch of mentality. Understanding that life is this and this. And you could always perceive it this way, and it allows more. It allows more abundance, as opposed to this but this. The difference between and but, it's a plus or a negative. You are either taking away this other thing, and you are including this other thing, and therefore you are adding to the equation. You're creating more abundance. But you can also take away abundance. See, I don't know if any of this rambling if anyone's keeping up with this. I don't like to think of it as keeping up, if you can keep up with this, because I know that this is intellectual thought, and I know that I understand the English language well enough to know that, like, grammatically what I say is imperfect, but the language it speaks plain and simple, and that's my intention. It's not perfect, but it is a grasp, a concept that you can grasp. So this is who I am. This is Jin's Treasure, and this is my reinitiation back into being a vessel, a channel for mental health, as well as content creator. And anybody who, maybe even if they don't want to be a content creator, but they would like to, for now, they can watch me on my journey as I grow, because I know how raw and incoherent this whole message has been. I'm aware of that. What I want to do is get better at that, and the only way to get better at that is to start. So here we are again, the reboot 2.0, Jin's Treasure Mental Health 2.0. And now that I have started, I'm one step closer to the next step. And the next step is when I start again and I do another video. And it's that simple. It's a very simple mathematical formula. But it's also very challenging especially when you have a complex mathematical formula that involves poor mental health, and therefore things maybe like insecurities, for example, would be a great hindrance to the simple equation of just do it, because then you add that magical word, which is a negative, which is a minus sign. But I could post on social media, but what if that person has a negative reaction? But what if this person thinks this way? What if this happens as a consequence? But, and you take away. So if there's a takeaway from all of this, add into your life and create your own abundance, and do it authentically to you, and honor yourself in that process, and feel that spark of your life, your inner soul, whatever, the light. Inspire that and ignite it, and allow yourself to grow into like your true higher purpose, because it does exist. And then understand that there is a but it's only where you look for it. That sounds awful. That sounds like ignorance. You're choosing. Well, this is rough. This is rough. I want to say goodbye, but I also don't. I want to know who's out there, who's listening, who's actually gotten this far. We're like 17 minutes in and you just like listened to me this whole time. I can't believe it. I'm in shock. I should get over that shock, because it's almost disrespectful, right? Because if I'm in shock that you're listening to me, then I don't value you as a listener. I don't believe that to be true, but I believe that could be a perception that might be the automatic first conclusion for somebody of a different personality, hence anybody else outside of me. Look at this, my sleeves. I don't know what happened. I was just like doing these nervous fidgets as I'm talking to you. It's like an OCD thing or ACDC thing. No, it's an ADD thing. I love you. I love you. I love you all. I really do. I love you all. All of you are a reflection of me, and I am a reflection of you. And that's very true to the core. Without wanting to go further beyond that and too deep and philosophical and try to back it up with what I mean by that, just hear that. Let go of any misunderstandings and just hear what is actually said. Let go of your attempts to understand and just listen. Right? So what is actually said there? And now I'm like, fuck, because I forgot what I said. What was I talking about? It was so good and I lost it all. Yeah, that happened. Live. Now I'm playing with my hair. I lose hair. Again, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for making it this far with me. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. But I know that I'm not everybody. There's somebody that this is for. There's somebody that this is especially for, this message. Maybe. And maybe not. And maybe. I feel like we covered a lot today. I went into depth on more of what Jin's treasure is, who, maybe even why, sort of in a way when. It starts today too. Who, what, where, when, why. Where? I'm in Chicago. Yeah. I love it. I love Chicago. Today was the first day of snow in Chicago for me. And it was beautiful. Yeah. I'm letting it go for now. I don't remember the concept. I'm trying to remember it. Letting it go. It'll come back. You know what else we could cover as a topic for mental health is trust and surrender. I've been working with the trust and surrender concept, and I think it's important to understand. In order for the whole concept to work, you must understand what it is that you are surrendering. So, put it like this. If you are finding yourself that you are fighting at something else, maybe it's a person, or maybe it's a political philosophy or stance, or maybe it's the long line to the place you're trying to go. If you're fighting something, you don't want to surrender and lose. But there is the option to surrender and win. And that's the truth. It's hidden. It's not talked about. But it's a hidden treasure. It is a true reality. You can surrender and win. The thing is to know what you are surrendering. You're not surrendering against what you are fighting. You are surrendering the fight. You are surrendering the fight to create room and allow the possibility for you and the other thing to merge and to coexist. Every time I come back to when I think about surrender, I think, yeah, well, what about fuck you, right? Because you're just a white male punk living in America. Like, you have it compared to relative to other humans on the planet who have it not like you. Like, how, fuck you, how can you say that the surrender is, you know, and to make your life better is that easy? Like, there are people who are held captive against their will as I speak. There are multiple people. Like, it's a thing that exists. What is your message for them? Jin's treasure? Huh? What about the ones who are locked up? You know what the difference is between a jinn and a genie, from my understanding anyway, is that the genie, as we know, is this mythical spirit that exists inside an inanimate object, such as a lamp. I gotta go. Are we back? Did I lose it? Or Did I find that stream of consciousness and find a way to ride back into it? We are talking about the jinn and the genie. What's the difference? The genie, like I said, it is trapped, actually, and confined into this inanimate object from some human magic. And so I guess part of that spell is that when it comes out, it's obligated to, hold on. My bad. I thought I was on the phone still with somebody. What was it? The genie. The genie is has to. I guess part of that spell is that it has to grant 3 wishes when it's released. I don't know all too much about it, actually. Well, anyways, so the genie is enslaved, and it's trapped, confined in a cage, and that is its existence, and that's god awful. And the god awful truth is that there are people living in those circumstances, and that is fucking heavy, and it's not what I don't know. It puts a heavy perspective on things when I talk about surrender, and it's heavy. It's one of those things that makes me emotional. And I am a personality that likes to duck and dodge and maneuver around my emotions so that I can keep a straight poker face, because I am actually like a very emotional person, and it's been a very long, challenging journey for me to get where I am today. I mean, to think about the kid that I was, and like serious anger issues and stuff. And it's like, I didn't even know, like, for one thing, I didn't even, like, I could never see myself. I could never see outside of myself and realize how angry I looked on the outside all the time. And so therefore I didn't even understand that I was angry, let alone what I was angry at. Like, these are all things like that took a long time for me to, like, on my own, in a sense, I don't know, just through living life. I mean, there's gems out there in life. There's good value in messages or people in your lives that are truly special, and they allow you to heal and grow in a divine way, in a way that honors yourself as a child of creation. And you see how I did that right there. I completely went on a different track because I wanted to avoid the topic of people who are stuck in their lives due to externalities, external circumstances, and are living excruciatingly challenging lives and painful lives and god-awful lives that I couldn't even begin to understand. And like, what could I do? Right? Like, how does this message help them? I guess this message isn't for them, and that's sad truth. But I guess there's the exit. That's how I move on past this, is that there's nothing I can do, and that's sad too. So maybe the true exit is to say that there's nothing that I can do yet. But the thing is that this what I'm creating right here is universal. It's something that is possible to be. It's like if you could consider this to be a product, right? This is a product or thing that could be. It's globally marketable. And I am hearing it now how bad that sounds, because it's converting it strictly to like finances, and I'm like, Jesus, it's the Jew blood coming out in me. Why am I trying to monetize it? I'm not. I don't. I do. But I said but. I do, and I intend for there to be more. I intend for me to be constantly in this entire monetized enterprise, and this whole thing. I do want it to be ultimately a thing that grows and evolves past that concept into a new era, which I think we are actually on the dawn of. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole quite yet. Maybe someday, but probably someday. The finances. We are not going to talk about the economics in that situation. That's not what this one is about. This one is about mental health and the journey of content creator, which you can do. You can do. Just like me. And you can do it better than me, right? Like, you're here watching this now. Imagine what you could do. That's way better. You could even do a video that's like, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't already exist, if there's going to be like an AI that can watch this entire video and dissect it and come up with the conclusion of a way to like remake this video way better, and then it can be your AI doing this, right? And it's now this conversation is going to spin into AI, which we should hop off quick, but let me finish the thought that basically it's like, what, AI aside, regardless, like, you can do this exact video, capitalize on this concept and do it better and outperform me, right? You can do that. That's what this whole video is about, is to show you the raw, the real, and the rugged journey of becoming a content creator. Because people who the actual influencers, I won't name names. I don't even know names, to be honest. Not that cool. But it's, I got a button there, huh? I'm not that cool, and I am that cool also in a different way, because I'm doing my own thing, and you can be too, and you can be doing it better. I swear to God, you could be doing it better. Get your AI or whatever and do it better, because it's possible. I mean, consider the reality of this video. I'm playing with my hair, like straightening out these dreadlocks I got in the back. Like, what am I doing? You could be doing a video way better, and it could be just about the content or the concept of what I'm trying to articulate here for you. You could re-articulate it in a way that's refined and more valuable and faster, smarter, better, however you want to do it. But do it. Do it today. Do it now. Do it because it's the thing that you can do right here in this moment. If you are here, wherever you are, and you're on your phone or on your laptop, or maybe, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if in 5 years or whenever it happens that we have, beyond the Google lenses, we also have like the chip in our brain with a lens, just like a contact lens, or even without the contact lens. It's like we're gonna become the cyborgs and be hybrids, cyber hybrids. We're gonna have the internet installed into our brain directly. There's a book actually about this, funny enough. Feed, that I read in high school. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, but if over there sounds good to you, check it out. Feed. I don't know the author. I think they maybe did a movie about it. I don't know. But yeah, out up there in the space satellites where people lived in the future, they had brain chips. What I do love about the way that I'm doing this video is how raw and real and in the moment it is. And I think that perhaps in the future, content like this will actually become like a tasty morsel amongst trash content that's been auto-perfected by AI. And people perhaps will want something more authentic, which this is. This is like, you don't get more authentic than this, because who am I? What am I doing? I'm James Treasure. I'm here on my iPhone, not an iPhone. I'm on a super cool Google Android Pixel 9. Shout out, because I want to get that right. I was on iPhone. I was on Apple for so long, and now I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They're both equally evil and helpful, and all of it same. Doesn't matter. It's insane though. It's a little bit insane. It's a little bit insane that it's like. But I stopped right there. I was on a riff, and then I tried to, I don't know, insecurities got in the way. Isn't that interesting? My train of thought was actually impacted and influenced right there by my own insecurities. Because I was about to bust down a rhyme right there, but then another thought came across that I'm like, oh, but what if the way that I come across isn't perfect and it doesn't sound good? But what if? So those buts and ands, they're in there, they're in your head too. They're in your language, definitely. But they've grown from being a language into an inner monologue, a voice inside your head too. That sounds crazy a little bit, but I mean, if you're with it, then you're with it. You understand what I'm saying. It just hit me that I'm a little bit hungry. You know what would be interesting? What could be interesting is that, what if in fact the man that I am today, what if this content that I'm creating for, as I said, that this is specially for somebody out there, what if that person doesn't even exist today? What if they're not born yet? Because this is immortal content, theoretically. And so what if this person that doesn't even exist today, what if this person is my own flesh and blood? A distant relative, or even a son or daughter? Interesting. All of this content, all of my content. Now that I say that, I have to give the full disclosure that a lot of my earlier content is just trash content. I even admitted it in the moment. A lot of the times, maybe if I did trash content for a week, by Sunday I was just like, all right, Lord forgive me. Let me do one short where I'm calling myself out, because it's truly trash, and I acknowledge that. And I just didn't know what to do. I was selling out in my own way, because I knew that the trash those are the morsels people are gobbling up. tiny morsels, bite-sized morsels of content. I stole that from HBO Succession. Roman was a good character. I related to him the most, which is kind of sad and scary, and a beautiful opportunity to self-identify with the things, my shadow self, and realize what I could be working on. Because that's what it's about. Interesting. That was not an insecurity that cut me that time. In my speech, what I felt was very different. It was exactly what I was talking about earlier, is the elusiveness of me trying to avoid emotion and feelings. And I do that with the way that I talk and I guide. And now that I say that out loud is the first time that I realized that to be true. So that's super interesting, that my emotions guide my tone, the way that I talk. A lot of my wire wrap videos, I get a lot of comments. My most common comment people will say is that I have a very calming voice. What if that's just another way of saying that I'm so monotone, it's boring? The inspiration to shout right there, and then I didn't, and I don't know. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm like more inspired to shout, but also it's like I don't want to be a nuisance I don't want to shout at you. I mean it like that. But I could sing, maybe. Shout. Just a little bit now. Shout. Just a little bit out. Just a little bit now. I'm messing it up so bad. Now I have to do it. I have to do it good. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. I sound like an Indian. That sounded so ignorant. That was awesome. The awesome thing about it was so ignorant, but it sounded good because it was good, and there was even a little bit of emotion in there. And the beautiful thing about that emotion is that there's authenticity that you can hear when you hear emotions, because whether we realize it or not, like, we're not just studying the words of people's language when they speak, we're also studying the tonality. Because you can say you could say the same thing. What would be a good example? To say the same thing but say it differently. Like sick, bro. Sick. 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 Right? That's one thing you could say. I think I butchered that whole thing because I didn't allow myself to really get into the emotions, so you couldn't really feel the difference. This is so crazy because the longer that we go on with this, the more I'm realizing that this is exactly how I monologue. When I talk, I'm like talking to myself, and then I'm talking myself in and out of things, in and out of different conversations, and I'm just like constantly flowing like that, like splish, splish, splash. I'm gonna take you guys over to the kitchen because I'm parched. I want to get at least a drink of water or something. I've got water. And we're back. We never left. So this is what a crazy person sounds like, I guess. Right? I mean, like, put me on a street corner, take away my phone, and allow me to continue to just monologue off like this. Yeah, that person's crazy. 100%, without a doubt. Don't look them in the eye. Oh my god, I spaced out so hard that I actually forgot you guys were here. That's embarrassing. Tell me that's not embarrassing. Save the bees, save the world. Roof. Well, for once I truly feel content. I've allowed myself to actually get on camera and just actually fully open up and relax and surrender and ground. And it's amazing because it's almost like this is what I needed to actually ground to a deeper level than I've gone in a minute. So thank you. You're all awesome. Love you all. You're all worthy too. You're worthy of awesomeness, the title of awesomeness. You're worthy of love. Not just my love, but the universe's love. God loves you. Whatever God is to you. I believe in no God. Oh, yeah, it feels good. It feels good to get this comfortable. And a little bit scary too, because it's like borderline insanity. What are you gonna do? At least I feel good. That's my medicine, right? How about this? For your isolation, and if you realize that loneliness, or however you want to articulate it for yourself to define what that feeling is for you, but that feeling for you, if you want to do something about it, try doing this. Try doing this content creation thing. And maybe even like do it without the intention to actually even post. Right? My intention is to post. I'm definitely posting this. Like, I know how terrible and ugly and god awful and how beautiful and different and unique all of this is. It's gold, and it's the dirt mixed in with the gold. It's the diamond and the rough. It is the Ginge treasure. Go find yourself some treasure.